operations into the Milwaukee Purple Line? Huh? Explain that one to me.
I don't know. What's your theory?
What's my theory? Well, we had to come up with a local match. It doesn't rain money on TriMet. It rains a lot here, but it doesn't rain money on TriMet. Where do you think the money came from?
Bus operations.
Among others.
What are the other ones?
Well, farebox revenue.
Well, that's operations. Farebox revenue.
DOT, and TriMet tax. If they're saying TriMet tax is cut, how come if we got more people in Portland than we ever had before, unemployment is at a record high level, even though it's 15% unemployment, there are still more people working. How come, where's the missing money then? TriMet tax $100 a head with record amounts of people employed, there should be record amounts of revenue.
Record amounts of people, just like...
There are more people now working in Portland than there ever has been before because of population growth.
Not including the unemployed. Even with the unemployed, there's still more people working.
15% unemployment.
That's interesting. That's interesting. So even with 15% unemployment in Portland, there's still more people employed in Portland today.
Because of the population growth, all the people that moved here from California and back east think he's so hip and cool living in the Pearl.
You know what? He's right, I think. You know what? That makes sense. I've never heard that before.
I'm a left winger. I'm intelligent. I'm not like Bob Sheridan. I'm not a conservative Republican dumb fuck.
I'm gonna go get a burrito.
Oh.
You're not gonna go join.
Can I get one too? I like a burrito too. You buy me one?
I'll bring you 5 burritos. You need to fill out a little bit, Al.
Bye, Rob.
So how come that they aren't even talking about that?
They aren't. That's right. I've never even heard that before. I've never even heard that. And I read the news stuff.
None of those people are analytical. They don't teach them. Our generation.
Well, how come? Where did you get that information? How did you find that fact? You didn't. You must have found it somewhere.
I sat down and I thought, aha, record population growth in Portland in the last 15 years.
But that doesn't mean that there's more people working than ever unless you saw that.
The population growth has gone up by, there's at least 150,000 more people here now than there was in 1988 when I moved here.
I know, but that's 20 years ago, man.
Okay, that's 20 years ago.
We're talking about now. I mean, are there more people working now than there were a year ago?
No.
Oh, well, there's your missing money.
But they're saying that it's down from last contract level, which is 9 years ago, which it is not. Because in the ensuing 9 years, we've had about 12...
But they've added a lot of personnel here and stuff. They've added a lot of stuff.
Have we added runs? No, they've cut back runs.
Well, they've added that train, though.
They added one train, which mostly is paid for by DOT money.
Well, that's just to put it in. It's not to operate it.
It is. They get a subsidy per mile, per passenger carried. Huge subsidy from DOT. Huge, huge, huge.
When I worked at TriMet Lift,
yeah,
I saw a piece of paper that I probably wasn't supposed to see, but it was right out there where anybody could see it. They were charging $68 a one-way ride for a wheelchair. No matter
charging
how
who?
They went.
They were charging who?
The government. Or the TriMet Lift was charging TriMet, which charged the government.
Rate. In other words, you're saying the reimbursement rate was set at $68.
$68 no matter where they went.
I was making $8-something an hour. And hauling 125 wheelchairs a day. Now add that up.
Wow, that's
the one route I had went.
Where'd you see that statistic? You got to
United Cerebral Palsy. I added it up on my route sheet.
Where did you see the statistic they were getting $68?
On the secretary's desk.
Reimbursement rate. They won't tell us what the DOT reimbursement rate is. They will try to tell the DOT how many people they're hauling. This is why we have Fairless Square. Because everybody gets on and gets off as a trip. So the drug dealer gets on downtown, buys 2 blocks, deals his drugs, gets off. There's 2 people that just got on and took a trip.
Right, that's
right. That's why we have trip counters.
Huh?
That's why we have trip counters on our buses. Yeah. I got hauled into the office one day. Why did before my route even started, how come the bus went up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down? With people getting on and off. What were you doing?
What do you mean?
I go, gosh, I was getting on and off. Back then I was smoking. I was early to 9th and Deacon. And...
What?
I was early to my pickup. They called me in the office, wanted to know why my bus had changed poundage so many times.
What?
I said, I got off the bus and had a cigarette. And
yeah, you're making that up.
I am not.
They asked you why the bus changed weight?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I was at 9th and Deacon setting my mirrors and having a cigarette before my route changed.
That's unbelievable. I've never heard anything of these.
Kevin Finn, or whatever his name is.
Wow, this is the fascinating stuff, man. This makes the whole blogging thing worth it when I hear stuff like this.
Well, then I got called into Kevin Pinn's office and asked why I was 38 minutes late getting back. And I said, gosh, new route. I asked everybody, extra board drivers, you know, how the one went. I had no idea.
Right? So,
no clue in heck.
Right.
And trying to figure it out was insane up there. I had no clue what they were talking about. I've never been on any of those back roads. On the one.
Yeah, no, I've never even been on.
And it was like
gravel roads on the one, you mean?
the route one.
But they actually called you in because the weight
And-
changed on the
TriMet?
Yeah,
That's
Kevin
Or
Finn.
TriMet
Could
with
that possibly be
Kevin
true?
Finn called me in the office.
I guess he's not making it up.
Manager down at Center Street called me in the office.
Something?
Why am
Oh,
I
no, how
38
do you
minutes
want
late getting back to the garage? I said, well, I not only asked one extra board driver, I asked a whole bunch of them. Because what do you do when you don't know where to go? Who do you ask? An extra board driver.
Yeah.
And they were trying to explain it to me, and so I thought I had it. But
Oh, you got lost or something? Is that what happened?
well, yeah, I was so
Yeah.
terribly lost up there. It wasn't even funny.
Oh, that happened.
Just like the, what is that other one?
That's interesting.
16,
I did it in
18,
84. Oh, Jesus.
not 18. Let's see, what is
Well,
it?
I think that the counter to
The
your
50?
argument is that there are less people working today than there were
There
2
was
years
A
ago.
year ago.
Right.
They're basing their.
They
they're
projected
basing
it them
their
up to
TriMet-
I'm trying to
minimum.
think
They're
of the
basing their
route
TriMet
that
tax.
Liz tried to
that
send
they
me on
claim
one
that they
time.
have on
And I had no
9-year
idea
loans.
where to even
On what?
start
9
it.
years.
Oh, man.
Beginning of the last contract. It was 9 years.
They sent me
Is that
downtown
correct?
on the
I don't know that.
straightaway.
I don't know. You know.
And we still had a record number of people
amazing.
employed as of
Okay, from that
Before
9
this-
years
before-
ago. But TriMet has
At this time last
budgeted
year.
for this curve growth up. See, that's been their big mistake. They expected
no,
revenues of tax.
They want you to think that that's true.
Well, what's
That's
the
not-
one that goes
Well, what's
up Cliffside or something like that?
I don't know.
Up over the
Cliffside?
railroad tracks.
What's that railroad tracks?
You go through the tunnel and there's that bridge up there.
Oh, you mean
Oh,
60
Vista Ridge?
It used to be the 63, the Vista Ridge 55.
Okay.
Vista Ridge,
That's when people
51
jump
bus
off
or
on
something?
the-
51.
The-
Yeah,
yeah.
she tried to send me up there one day, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't know how to get up there.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
had to
You
go
don't know
to-
where
All
you're
the
Second
going.
grade.
drivers going up and
Secondary
down the
training.
hill said,
It used to
don't
be
worry
in
about
driving.
it. They sent
Huh?
Babcock
There used to
out.
be a 100 wheels that drive it.
And he almost tipped
That's what
the
they
bus
did to me.
over. He was so mad.
Yeah.
Who tips the bus over?
Babcock, he was literally pounding on the bus, let me in. I said, I am not letting you in.
Whoa.
They-
Whoa, true tales of TriMet.
She tried-
Woo-wee.
He tried to
This is
send me home, and
Huh?
he said,
Tried to send you home?
he tried to send me home, and dispatch
Oh,
told
the street
him,
supervisor?
to leave me alone.
He's a character.
Who's he now?
Babcock.
Babcock.
He's retired. right now.
Oh, he's
Oh,
retired
no,
now. Okay, so I don't have to worry about.
Babcock Coffee?
I don't know who. he is.
Babcock?
Yeah. He was in a training class.
Uh-oh,
one day.
here's Scott. Look out.
Trouble.
I know we
Wayne,
don't
what's
want. I know Wayne. Don't worry. We won't put you up. You just missed him.
Okay, let's assume, let's say we have 100,000 people working, okay? Let's say 5 years ago, we had 70,000 people working, okay? Let's say we have 15% unemployment, which is 15,000 people less. We have 85,000 people working now. We still have a
This is
record
my
number of people
boyfriend's
working,
statistic
paying
type
TriMet
stuff.
taxes.
What's that?
Compared to 9 years ago, yes, but not
Compared to
compared to
even-
last night a year ago.
Yeah, I'm not here with that.
We had so many people
Moving. I understand the point, but
moving here. See, what I'm saying is, I'm saying that this whole smokescreen from Mary Thatcher that, oh, well, we've just taken all these cuts from management, and management has all been demoted, and Steve is taking a furlough. Steve's taking a furlough, and Steve also got a bonus.
yeah, right. I
$15,000
know.
bonus.
That's correct.
He's taking a furlough in the middle of December.
I know,
Guess where he's
and he
being
got a
furloughed
bonus.
to? Hawaii. And he's taking 2 weeks off without pay. Well, but
But he got the
$15,000 bonus means he's getting $7,000 more than he was before.
Right, that's 2 weeks pay.
Because you watch the money, you know, the shell game. So here's my contention: that we had record before the Bush recession and the economic collapse, before we became a socialist country. Back when we used to have free enterprise, and the Wall Street robber barons got so enamored of being capitalist pigs that they robbed the house blind and it collapsed.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right?
We had a record number of people working.
Yeah, before, but that's not now.
You know,